Hello. Hey, strong moms. Hope you are having an awesome Tuesday. I am a little late today, and I do apologize. I went snowboarding with Justin and my friend May, who is in town from Florida, who says she's going to be watching today. What exciting things did you do today? Definitely let me know. I'd like to hear that. Whatever it was, I'm excited that you're here with me now. If you don't know why I'm here on your Facebook, this is the second video of my Support Your Diastasis During Pregnancy workout series. So if you haven't watched the first one, be sure to check it out because it goes into the basics of this topic. So if after today's live you're totally confused, definitely go and watch that first video. But before I get going, if you are here and tuning into this, just drop a comment. Let me know that you're here. Even if this live is over, it is so good to see you all and see who has taken time to watch this video. And if you could also do me a favor and tag or share this with any of your friends who think this would be valuable, please do it. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. So today I will be discussing three things. First, I'll be discussing the factors that can influence a diastasis. Second, I'll talk about the difference between coning and doming of the abdominals. And third, we will talk about what it means for your workouts and what adaptations you can make during pregnancy. Again, I do want to stress and remind you, all of you who are watching today, that diastasis is just a normal part of your body making room and accommodating your growing baby. So please don't obsess about it. It's what I want you to take most out of this series, if anything, is not to obsess or be afraid of diastasis. By week 35 of pregnancy, 100% of women will have some sort of diastasis. So FYI, there is no prevention. There is really only preserving and bringing conscious effort to supporting and managing it. So let's get into my first point about the factors that can influence the severity of a diastasis. And what I want you to know is that most of these factors are things that are out of our control, like genetics, the integrity of our connective tissue, the size of the baby, and even the structure of your body's alignment, your natural alignment. That can just affect your diastasis and severity of diastasis. So I do also want to stress the factors that are in our control. And of course, you want to keep those in mind because, of course, when it comes to preservation and support, these are going to be the factors that you're focused on. So it's about how you exercise, your posture when you exercise or when you're doing your everyday movements. Previous pregnancies are also, factors involved. How a previous pregnancy went. Your tendencies and habits, and I want to say how you've rehabbed after your post-pregnancy too, that's in your control. Your tendencies and habits. So when it comes to exercise and your habits of daily living, those tendencies are in your control, like how you lift things, how you are breathing when you lift things. So all of these factors have the ability to affect your diastasis. And although most of the things are out of our control, again, there are still a few things that we can do to better support the diastasis, especially during exercise. So now that we've mentioned that, I want to go into second one I want to talk about is coning versus doming, and you'll see how that kind of plays into the first comment about factors. And I get asked this all the time. And first of all, I want to let you know that coning and doming are in fact the same thing. So don't get confused. It's just different lingo, different jargon. Um, and I'm sure if you are pregnant, if you follow any people on Instagram, seeing someone coning or doming in the gym has kind of been like the ultimate pregnancy shaming fuel on social media these days. And I want to put it into it. I tend to use the word coning, so I'll use that term as we go on. But coning is just our body's feedback on how we're loading our core as a result of doing work. So like exercise, even getting out of bed, for example. So coning is just a visual feedback of pressure distributing itself forward on the abdominals. It's not a bad thing, and you're not damaged if it happens. You just want to make sure that you listen to this and take this as feedback and as a warning sign that you need to adapt and change how you're moving. So factors like posture, positioning, and breathing are factors that can create this bulge. It can happen when you go from a sitting or lying down position to standing up. Ab exercises like sit-ups and crunches, even push-ups and planks can cause a doming effect or visual doming. Finally, I'm sure you want to know what this coning or doming means for your workouts and what adaptations that you need to make for your workouts during pregnancy. And first off, we need to be aware of coning and when it reveals itself. So, when you are getting up, just be observant. When you are doing certain exercises, be observant. See what does or does not bring about this coning feedback. And then most importantly, especially for my athletic girls out there, especially my CrossFit girls, you need to talk to your ego and ask that ego if the movement is for something that you're doing for yourself. Are you feeding your ego? Or are you doing this movement for your body's benefit? If it's something like getting off the couch, then of course, you can say that that is not really feeding your ego. So, but if it comes to doing 10 pull-ups like you used to do, seems like you might be feeding your ego. So you might want to check that at the door. So if you notice that you are coning during planks or sit-ups, just ask yourself, is this movement really necessary for me at this particular time? If you have decided that the movement is necessary, like when you get off the couch or get out of bed in the morning, then you can start to make some changes and see what changes can help to resolve the coning. So things like adjusting how you breathe. Exhaling provides additional support to your back and your core. So an example of how to use breath during exercise is actually exhaling during the hard part of the movement. So you may want to try that. Things like adjusting your posture. Is your body stacked correctly? Is your belly sticking out? Is your bum way out? Trying to stack your body, keep good posture through your movements can potentially reduce your chance of coning. Modifying the movement itself. So try bringing, for example, your kettlebell to eye level instead of overhead when you do a kettlebell swing. That could be a way to reduce coning. Another example is modifying the positioning that you take. So adjusting your stance or your feet positioning. Is it better for you to do the exercise seated instead of standing, for example? So those are just some of the ways to adjust your workouts during pregnancy. And I do go into a lot more detail of pregnancy workout modifications in my do and don't guide to pregnancy workouts, found free on my website, strongmomsfitness.com. So that may be a good next place for you to start, is to go and check out that guide there if you have more questions, more ways that you can modify. Also, I want you to comment below and tell me what has resonated most with you today. And don't forget to come back tomorrow. I'm going to talk about mindset and diastasis. So you definitely do not want to miss that. Thanks for popping by today. Have a good day.